Well, Kevin, we're here to say, well, as I said, goodbye, because it's been a long tenure here, hasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, some people think you've not been here very long, but I've been here 10 years in beginning of December. So yeah, I've done 9.5 years down here. It's a fair whack.
You didn't drop the accent though, did you?
No, not do that. I'm too old for that.
Well, you've seen a lot of change, and primarily here, when you came, this ground is quite different to what we see today.
Yeah, I mean, when I first came, Rich Oskin was the CEO at the time, and he brought me over here. And when I got here, I must admit, I thought, what have I come to? The state of the pavilion and the indoor facilities. And obviously, over the next 4 years, we've produced a pavilion like we've got, indoor cricket centre, for first-class cricket. The actual wicket block itself now is rated one of the best in the country. So, yeah, over the period of time, we've achieved quite a lot of good things.
Must be very satisfying to look back and say, tick that box, I did that. I helped with that, of course, and leave it in such a good state for cricket.
Yeah, no, it was great. When I came here, obviously Richard and myself sat down, and you got your warrant of fitness that you've got to meet for first-class cricket. And obviously, having played myself for quite a long period of time, I came out with a few more suggestions what we could do with the pavilion, and certainly for the players' point of view. And so, yeah, I had quite a bit of say into how things was developed and what we've achieved.
Let's talk about the cricket block, because I think this is an understated achievement, because turning what was a pretty dead track into something that's highly playable, it doesn't happen overnight.
No, I mean, when I first came here, it was a Brown's clay base wicket. We scraped 70 mil off the top of it, and now it's a Kakanui based wicket. And I didn't know a thing about Kakanui clay at all, so I'd got nobody to work off, and basically it was just trial and error. I can remember the first 4-day wicket I produced. I cut it as though it was in the UK, down to sort of 5-6 mil, and that was fine. The new ball lasted about 6 overs, and then it died. So you quickly learn things like that, and over the next few years, we've developed it into a really good playing strip.
And looking at one thing that did continue, it was left undone, was the drainage in the outfield. I'm seeing stakes in the ground and various things. Is something happening in that regard?
Yeah. The council have come on board now, and they've started to put the drainage in. We hope it's going to be completed before Christmas. So that's the goal. I mean, the weather. Well, one day it's nice, and the next day it's raining again. But hopefully, in this next couple of weeks, the contractors can come back in again and complete the actual operation. So we'll all be up and running before Christmas down here.
All right, one door closes, another one opens, and it's a cricket door.
Yeah, it is, yeah. Going up to Masterton, to Wairarapa Cricket Association, to be their director of cricket, and also help them oversee bringing first-class cricket back again to Queen Elizabeth Park.
Yes, sounds very similar to how, when you arrived here, the sort of tasks, they need a new pavilion as well?
Yeah, sadly we can't flatten the pavilion. It's a grade list of 2 buildings, but the aim is to actually pick it up, move it further back to make the actual playing area bigger, and obviously re-tidy it all up, make the change rooms the correct size. Obviously the warrant of fitness you've got to meet, so there's a fair few things they've got to do, and I've already been up and sort of had one discussion with them, just a brief one about the pavilion itself. And when I said players need a viewing area, they thought, oh well, they can just go and sit in the bandstand. I said, no, that won't quite work. But a few ideas, so they've gone away to think about that. So yeah, I'll be involved in all that side of it as well. I won't actually be cutting grass this time. I'm hoping that I can just be, just observe what they're doing and just hand a bit of knowledge over to them of what I've achieved down here.
Will you be able to help it with the coaching, because I know that's something it's highly skilled at?
Yeah, I'm going to get back into coaching again. I'm going to run the Hawke Cup side, and I'll certainly take the under-17 side, and then I'll be like mentor then to the other coaches of the different age groups that they've got there, and I'll also work with the junior rep players. So yeah, I'm going to get back into coaching, which will be quite nice. And
another nice aspect is that you've already got friends in Masterton who actually sort of part of the lure to come to New Zealand in the first place.
Funnily enough, yeah. They've been out here about 4 years longer than what we have, and I can remember when they came out, said, you've got to come out here, and in fact it was Darryl Williams' development job that they originally saw and sent my CV down here for that. Well, Richard Hoskins actually rang me, and I knew I couldn't do it because they wanted somebody basically to start immediately. But just through the conversations that I had with Richard, he developed the job that I came to, which was another year later. So, yeah, from them, we're now going to go back up there. So it took me 10 years to get up there. But yeah, so I'm not going to somewhere where I don't know. I mean, we've been going up there nearly 10 years now to see our friends, and we know quite a few people up there. So yeah, it's not like going somewhere unknown.
And the actual climate's pretty stable in most. You get a good. It could be pretty good for cricket in the summer.
Yeah. It is quite a bit warmer up there. I mean, I suppose they have this little pocket where they're a bit more isolated up there. So yeah, generally during the summer, you do get quite a lot hotter weather, and I suppose for cricket, that's what you need. We change. Hopefully, not having to deal with a lot of rain, but who knows.
Might have to bring a Hawke Cup team down here. It could be a possibility.
It could be. I mean, obviously they're up in the northern zone up there where they'll play. So yeah, I mean, if Southland can win a challenge, who knows what could happen in the future.
And looking at cricket as a whole, the game itself in the last 10 years in Southland, there's been a lot of innovations, isn't there, with different formats?
Yeah. I mean, all around, even down to club cricket, you've had the 2-day game, your 1-day game, the T20s. So yeah, you're trying different variations just to try and keep cricket alive, I suppose, really, because it's not a 2-minute game. It is a game that takes all day. It takes your weekends up, and yeah, you've got to try and keep it alive somehow. So you want the players to be involved with all that, and you want them playing the games that they want to play. So I think this year, from what I understand, they're going back to playing T20s, and they'll be playing the 50-over game again down here. And then from a first-class point of view, from having just one fixture a year, we've managed over the years now to get anything between 9 and 11 days cricket. So that just proves what we've achieved down here. New Zealand cricket and Otago cricket want to come and play here. So
everything that's required to get it first-class cricket back in Wairarapa.
Hopefully I do, yeah. Let's put it this way, if I don't know, there's plenty of people I know I can ask.
Well, we'll miss your insights into international cricket, which you've helped us out with immensely. So give us a bit of a foresight into the World Cup coming up, because we're all excited about that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know who's going to win that one, who knows? I won't put my money on England. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, who knows? South Africa, New Zealand in their own country, it's hard to say. It depends how people go through in the group stages, how sort of they get playing in that. They tend to be like warm-up games, or that's what people see them as, and then things start when they get through the group stages. But if you can get onto a roll and get winning games early doors, then your confidence is high, and it's just another game, no matter what stage it's at. So yeah, it'll be very interesting to wins. Don't know. South Africa are always around, aren't they? They're always the ones we want to look at. Australia at the moment, they're tinkering around with their players. New Zealand are pretty steady from what they've had over the last couple of series. So yeah, who knows?
Great thing about it, though, again, it gets the supporter boost, isn't it, in New Zealand over the summer, our focus of attention. Oh,
it's fantastic. I mean, it's like a lot of things. World Cup brings people out, and if your own side is successful, then cricket sales will probably go through the roof, because you won't be able to get them. I can remember a few years ago when we won the Ashes in the UK, you couldn't buy a cricket bat anywhere in any shop in the UK once England had won that. So that's the knock-on effect these sort of things have.
You could probably buy a few at the moment, because they've got a bit of work to do to get those back.
Yeah. They've got a bit of work England have to do at the moment, but I'm sure they'll turn the corner somewhere.
All right, so it's fair one now. So when do you start up the road?
I leave here on the 11th of October, so I'll fly up on the Saturday. I'll catch up with the Hawke Cup side on the Sunday for sort of like a first session with their guys, and then officially start on the Monday. But
you're not taking the entire family, are you? Because you've left a legacy here.
Yeah, both my daughters and their partners are all down here, so they're well established, in Invercargill. And I suppose that's the hard side of things, is that it's not like just moving around the corner, where you can just jump in a car and say hello. It's a bit of a flight away, but yeah, I mean, we'll all cope and we'll all progress, and hopefully everything works out.